Okay guys, so today we have a $800 PC build, and let's just get started with the CPU. I went a little bit cheaper, but it's still going to offer more performance even though this CPU is like 3 years old. I went with the AMD FX 8350 8-core processor. This will be good for gaming, multitasking, pretty much anything. The 6600K would be better if you were just gaming, but since this is an $800 build, that's the FX 8350 is basically $100 cheaper. So we're just going to go ahead and go with that, and plus you get the extra performance with other tasks. I didn't go with the CPU cooler, but you could fit in with the Hyper 212 and get a little bit of overclocking. For the motherboard, I went with the Gigabyte GA-990FXA UD3 ATX motherboard. It supports DDR3 up to 2000 megahertz, 32 gigabytes max support. Does support RAID. It doesn't have any onboard video. It supports Crossfire and SLI. It has six SATA 6 gigabit per second ports and 2 eSATA 6 gigabit per second ports, USB 3 headers, and onboard Ethernet. Moving on to the RAM, I just went with two 8 gigabyte sticks of DDR3 1866 memory from HyperX from Kingston. This is high quality RAM, and for 16 gigabytes it's cheap, so that's what I went with. SSD in this build, we went with the ADATA Premier SP550 120 gigabyte solid state drive. This drive's going for around $40, sometimes less, and for an SSD, that's just amazing for how cheap that is. Mass storage drive, Western Digital Caviar Blue 1 terabyte. And if you really wanted to, you could go for a 480 gig SSD and just leave out both of these. But I think you would want the mass storage plus the quick storage for your OS. For the graphics card, this is where it can get a little bit different if you have a themed build. And I did a black themed build, so I went the XFX R9390. And this is going to give you good quality gaming performance, 1080p max out 60 FPS for most games, but you do have some exceptions like Witcher 3 and stuff like that. For the case, I went with the Cooler Master Half 912 USB 3 version, since our motherboard does have USB 3 headers. And this is just a high quality case at $60. Has all you want DVD ROMs, but the only thing with this is a mid tower, so you will have to remove some of the drive cages to fit in the R9390, which is a little bit of a longer graphics card. For the power supply, I went with the EVGA Supernova Nex 650 watt 80 plus gold certified fully modular ATX power supply. This power supply is around $80, and for 650 watts fully modular, that is a great price. So overall, this build is going to give you great gaming performance, maxed out 60 FPS, all that. You could probably do a little bit of 1440p as long as you have if you maxed out, you're probably going to get like 40 FPS on some games, but as long as you keep your standards where they should be for 1440p gaming, this will be just fine for 60 FPS on like medium to high settings. So that's about it, guys. Catch you in the next one. See ya.